Okay, people, so I am back with the update video. Seats wise, obviously you can see the thumbnail. Um, let me let me kind of give you the backstory behind what's going on and why I have another pair of seats. And it's more the unboxing of them, just so I can show you how they came. As they are replica Brid gias seats. They're the reclinable ones. They're FRP, which is fiberglass backed, and they are painted black in the back how they come. This version is, I guess, Canada licensed. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that or something. Like, I did read up on it a little bit, but it's some company that was able to get around licensing to sell these seats. They're reps. I don't know if they're combined with Brid Japan or not. Obviously, probably not, because it'd make no sense to sell the seats at a quarter of the price, pretty much, than an original seat or original set. As I paid a little bit over $800 for these seats, about $800 for them, so about 400 something dollars a seat, which was not bad. Where the original ones, they're $2,000 a seat. So my reasoning behind this is it's not to pass these off as real ones. I have a lot of expensive parts that I bought from my Del Sol that I'm yet to install with it. I'm just still trying to deal with the paint. Obviously, I'm doing the right-hand drive conversion as we speak, so it's a project. It is what it is. But my interior, this was the holdup, was my seats. I bought the NRG Prisma Ultra Large seats, which they sat fine. They got on the bracket fine. They mounted in the car fine. The problem was they were too close to the steering wheel for my liking and comfortable and being comfortable. With that said, you did see the video. I did show you they mounted their fine. I am 6'3", 6'4", so it put me too close to the steering wheel, and I don't know if my my steering wheel setup that I'm going to be installing is equivalent to my stock steering wheel, the stock Honda steering wheel, considering that it has an airbag in it and such. It is kind of thick from the bottom side of the steering wheel to the furthest point forward. Because I'm going to have a NRG short hub, I'm going to have a NRG quick tilt, then I am going to have the quick release, and then of course there's going to be that mounted to the steering wheel. So I don't know exactly how far out or how much of a difference that's going to be for my stock steering wheel, and I was assuming that it's going to push it more closer to me, and I was already extremely close with the stock steering wheel where the seat was positioned, the NRG ones. So I had to move on from that situation, because the seat, the furthest back it would go, puts the shoulder part, that corner that hugs you, it puts it in front of that bar, and I couldn't go any further back because the seat was then in the way. Where these seats here, they have a slimmer profile, and they seem extremely close to the size of the stock seats, and they are reclinable, so I should be able to work these out. But again, that's the reason why I got these versus paying $2,000 and finding out that they wouldn't fit. Obviously, these seats and all seats fit in the car without a roll cage. That is my primary problem. It's not the seats. The seats were fine. The NRG ones, these are obviously would be fine. But my problem is my 6-point roll cage. And I'm not getting rid of that. It took me too long to find one and get one ordered. And there was a 2 or 3 month lead time to get it. So I finally got it. I'm not getting rid of it. So it was a matter of finding seats that would definitely fit. And these are the closest to my Del Sol stock seats. At the end of the day, I said I'd settle with the Del Sol stock seats, and I would just rewrap them to brand new. And they're fine right now, but I would just rewrap them just so they're nice and fresh. Worst case scenario. So I said, let me try these out. $800, whatever. I know I can make my money back if I had to sell them. Just like I sold the NRG ones, I did sell them as they came. I didn't sell them with my brackets or anything like that, my sparkle brackets, because I need to use them on my next set of seats. So that's the backstory to why there's another video with another set of seats. And of course, I did get a pair of red ones, as you can see, so that should match up nicely with the interior. So we'll see how that goes. Like I said, I just wanted to do a backstory on what's going on with the seat situation, and we'll see what happens. So obviously, being that these have the same dimensions, if these fit perfectly and they're fine because they do recline, That keeps my head from being closer to the roof, where the bucket seat had me sitting straight up, which I generally like to sit straight up anyways, but it just had me really close where these sit extremely low, as that's what they are meant for, to where the bucket seats, they can't go as low as these can. So real or reps, they can't go as low as these. So these should sit me in a better position, and they should clear my roll cage to where I don't have to worry. I can recline the seat back a little bit if I want, to where I'm comfortable, and that would keep me away from the steering wheel. Like I said, I'm not going to be tracking this car or anything like that, so I don't want to be worried about it. But like I said, just want to let you guys know what was what. Again, they are reps. I'm not trying to pass them off as real things or anything like that. No reclinable seat is FIA approved in the sense for racing anyways. So the seat seems like it should be okay. Like I said, I just want to get the measurements right. From there, if everything's good, then I'll go on and start working out the financial part to go on and pick up the seats at $2,000 a pop. And we'll just go from there. We'll see how these do and how they fit, and we'll go from there. But let me get to the unboxing part, which is what I'm sure you guys are interested in. And let's see what kind of quality issues, or if there's any concerns that there will be with these seats, which I'm sure there'll be some things that won't match up to the real thing, but I think I'm gonna be okay with it as long as it's nothing ridiculous or crazy. But we will see just how reps come. They're not as perfect, so bear with me. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so this is how they came packaged. Thing I did notice, they just have some basic plastic around the seats themselves, but then they have this foam here. It's actually pretty thick, and it's that's not bad. So it definitely protects the seat in those crucial areas at the bottom and at the top. The only concern that I think I would have is how close this is. It actually wore through, and it got it a little dirty, the seat, which I'll be able to rub out. I'll be able to clean that up. Just thank God it didn't break the fabric. And same thing on this side, but not as bad. It just more or less tore through the plastic. But this here was just damaged that just through the box. So if anything, that would be my only bother with how they came wrapped. You would think they put some kind of bubble or maybe a piece of cardboard over this or something like that. But nonetheless, I'm not going to stress about it. I'll be able to clean that up. So let me go and take them out. All right, so as you can see, this is how they come. They come just wrapped in the plastic. I think they have some bubble around it, but for the most part, I mean, they're protected. They're fine. And this is the red gradation. They did have a plain red as far as the center pieces go there, but I just decided to go with the gradation on that note. Let me open it up so you can see. Okay, so as you can see, each seat has the Velcro on them, just like any other seat that they have. The Brit logos, they seem to be pretty centered, and the fabric seems to feel pretty decent. Okay, so here it is. Said it's pretty decent. I don't know how many replicas there are out here with these things, but these don't seem to be bad. The logo itself, it's obviously off and a little bit different, but you can tell the fabric, the lining seems to be in place in that sense. This is like a suede per se, which is decent. So then turn it around, and this is where I'd have to like adjust the fabric, but it's things like that the quality of them that makes the difference. And then of course it just has your FRP fiberglass backing that's just black, where I think these may come in carbon or that silver color. I think that silver sparkly color comes on the bucket seats. So on these, I think it's carbon. If I'm 100%, I mean, if I'm any kind of percentage, I'm almost sure that that's what these come with. So that's the back side. Like I said, I may just have to play with the fabric to get things centered a little better, but either way, I'm not worried about it. I'm not trying to pass these off as anything that they're not. loading areas. So, of course, you have the mechanism here, the side mechanism. Then you have the side mount itself that's already bolted to a slider. So I'm gonna play around with it and see if I have to have the sliders on there or not, because I just want the seat back as far as I can. So I'll see how the mounting situation is, which I don't see why it wouldn't mount to my Sparco base brackets. So, and then of course here's the side mechanism here that just turns to actually tilt the seat. So it's not bad at all. Let's see, under. One second. And this is the bottom of it. You have the slider bracket that'll bolt here to slide forward and back is there. So yeah, this is just pretty much it. I just wanted to show you, obviously, the other, probably take the other one out and check it as well. But like I said, just wanted to do a quick video on these reps. Like I said, they came out to a little over 8 after with taxes, because I bought them within the state, so I had to pay taxes on them. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm not trying to pass this off. I just want to see, because the dimensions are the same as real ones. I just want to make sure that the seats fit before I go and drop 4 times the amount of what these cost in the cents, because they're like $2,000 a seat versus these being $800 a pair. So definitely something that I wanted to make sure beforehand or whatever. So I know that I will buy them. So of course, if they fit. So we'll see how it goes. And of course I'll do a video once I go and mount them there. But like I said, just wanted to show you guys, let you guys know. And I guess I will talk to you on my next updated video. All right, peace out. Oh, I did want to do a sit-in video part of it just to see. And so you know, I'm like a 38 waist, and I fit perfectly in the seat. So I don't know if you can see it, but the support is good. I got broad shoulders, so the support is okay. The harness holes, they're right about at my shoulder, so it's like more perfect position for the harness that I'll be using. But yeah, it fits. It fits perfect. It can be snug for somebody that's a 40 waist, but me being a 36, 38, it's like perfect. So keep that in mind when you're ordering these seats. Just keep that in mind when you're ordering them, that anything after a 38 waist, I would probably say will start to become snug. So you have to make the decision from there. I think in the real ones, I think they make like large versions of them where they're wider or something like that. But of course, those are the real ones. These are probably just standard. So that is it. I will be right back. So as you can see, what you're looking at here is the bracket. Now this is the slider. I have it upside down right now, so it's actually going to be mounted this way on the seat bracket. But I just wanted to show you, this is my Sparco bracket, my Sparco slider, I'm sorry. And as you can see, these holes here line up, but when it comes down to these here, they're off. So then what ends up having to happen, and I've already done this side, which is, it's on there, it's screwed down. This area right here, I just had to drill it out about 1/4 of an inch in, and it was just that amount that needed to be. So there's still plenty of material left to make sure the seat stays bolted down. But that was the way that I was able to get these brackets on on this on this mount, as you can see, and it has the pins, the lifter extensions just to cover, because the seat itself has this bump, and that's due to the low max part. But this bracket, I mean, it's there. I preferred my Sparco sliders. I keep calling it bracket, I'm sorry. My Sparco sliders over the sliders that came with it, because they were really cheap. The quality of those sliders were extremely cheap. So I did remove them, but I did have to modify my Sparco sliders. So now I am going to be mounting this one to the other side, and then I'll mount my base bracket to it and make sure everything lines up and be set to go. I'll check back with you guys in a bit. As you can see, this is the amount here that I had to take out. Like I said, just very, very little amount. Like I said, maybe 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little less than that. And that's it. So as you can see, it's still plenty of material left to bolt the seat. And I don't go beyond the size, the hole of the actual original hole that was there. Just kind of pushed it out a little bit. That was all.